Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in with a brand new episode of the Let's Get Digital series. This is a series where I talk about my digital media finds, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, SACDs, whatever it may be. This is where I share that with you each month, and this is for the month of July 2022. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, great night, whenever it is you're watching this. I know I'm kind of behind on these episodes, but we're going to get caught up. I've got a lot of great finds to share with you to come. But first off, we're going to get through these July finds. Quite a bit of good stuff here, so let's go ahead and get into it. First one we got here is one from Andrew Bird. This one's titled Noble Beast. I did pick up an Andrew Bird album on vinyl a couple years back and really enjoyed it, so wanted to get into some more Andrew Bird stuff. So I picked this up, and I will say most of these are thrift store kind of finds, so I pay anywhere from 30 to 50 cents a piece generally. CDs are very, very inexpensive in thrift stores in my area, which is why I'm getting more and more into CDs these days, because the vinyl is just not there anymore like it used to be. I'm still looking, but it's not as easy as it used to be for vinyl, so I'm getting more into CDs. Copy of the Blue Man Group's audio album. Next up, Sting, On a Winter's Night on Deutsche Grammophon. This is a holiday sort of themed album he did 15 or so years ago. Picked that one up. The Proclaimers, Sunshine on Leith. Miles Davis, Doo-Bop, so a later one from Miles Davis. That'll be cool to hear. Leo Kottke and Mike Gordon with Clone. Quite a bit of Leo Kottke in this month. Leo Kottke's Standing in My Shoes. This is Nellie McKay, Get Away From Me. I think it's kind of a comedy sort of singer-songwriter, comedy singer kind of thing. Draws comparisons to two of pop's polar opposites, Doris Day and Eminem. So that sounds like an odd mix there, but should be pretty good. Leo Kottke's Great Big Boy. B.B. King, his best, The Electric B.B. King. I got Etta James, The Right Time. The North Mississippi All-Stars, Shake Hands with Shorty. Nina Simone, The Essential Nina Simone. Morphine with Yes. Ryko disc release in these cool sort of translucent Coke bottle green kind of colored cases. I had one box set this month, but it was a pretty cool one to find. Again, this was from a thrift store. This came from the Repurpose Project thrift store. They sell a lot of recycled construction materials and stuff, but they also carry normal thrift store stuff, with the exception of clothing, which is nice. So everything but clothing, so all the good stuff. But John Coltrane, The Classic Quartet, Complete Impulse Studio Recordings box set. So it has this metallic kind of outer sleeve that it comes in, and then it's in a nice sort of bound booklet here. The CDs themselves are in the front. And this one has quite a few discs. I think it's like 10 or 12 discs in here. Oh, geez, how many's in here? Oh, there's only 8 discs. And then in the back is the booklet, and that can be pulled out. But yeah, just lots of great impulse recordings by John Coltrane. Harry Nilsson's A Little Touch of Smilshin in the Night. Natalie Merchant, Leave Your Sleep, and it looks like it is autographed. I don't have a way to prove it, but looks like a real autograph anyway. Nice deluxe edition of that album. There's a nice booklet inside and such. This one's kind of a blind buy. Just looked like an interesting group from the cover, called The Answer, Never Too Late. Yeah, no idea on this one, but this looked kind of cool, so I thought I'd give it a try. A compilation here, Toto, Past to Present, 19 77 to 1990. Got a bunch of these from the old radio station that was here in town, the classic rock radio station. It's been off the air. Well, it changed what the format was probably more than 10 or 15 years ago now at this point. But it's cool to pick some of these up from their catalog, and this one's a copy of Steely Dan's Katy Lied, so it says Rock 104 on there, and that was the radio station here in town. But I didn't get them from the radio station. I just found them in a thrift store. So somebody had got them from the radio station, and then they wound up in a thrift store. Classic Yes, another compilation of Yes there. Another one from the Rock 104 catalog, Moody Blues to Our Children's Children's Children. Great one from them. I do have all the Moody Blues on vinyl, but pick them up on CD as well. Melanie Martinez, Cry Baby. 5 Seconds of Summer, self-titled. Give it a try. I do like pop music, so we'll see. Never listened to a full album from them anyway. Probably heard some of their songs on the radio without knowing it. Marcy Playground, self-titled looks like. Here's kind of like an in-store sampler, I guess. A little on the CD side. 15. Orbital, Jeff Buckley, Walter Becker, Lyle Lovett, The Who, Dream Theater, Canned Heat, bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Those are always fun to put on and check out. This is another blind buy. Just had a really cool cover, so I got it. Richard Gillowitz, Synapse Collapse. I believe this is kind of like a ambient electronic kind of stuff. Maybe more of a music concrete kind of thing, but I thought I'd like to hear it anyway, see what it's all about. A copy of Collective Souls, 7-year itch, promo copy. The Essential Alice in Chains. You see a lot of these Essential compilations, nice 2 CD compilations with a lot of tracks on them, but Alice in Chains is a interesting group to have that. That was pretty cool. Mark Knopfler, Kill to Go Crimson, or Kill to Get Crimson. Or some Dire Straits. The Johnny Cash Show 1-hour radio special. This is a show done by Rodney Crowell, who is now working for NPR. And just, I guess it's about Johnny Cash. I've not listened to this yet. Sarah McLachlan's Laws of Illusion. A copy of Stevie Nicks' Trouble in Shangri-La. Nice promo copy of that as well. Tom Petty's Wildflowers. Did get the vinyl reissue of that recently. Green Day, self-titled. Here's another essential, but Paul Revere and the Raiders. So again, nice 2 CD set, lots of tracks on there. Those are pretty fun. Dan Fogelberg, Phoenix. I do like some Dan Fogelberg, so I was glad to have found that. Local folk artist, folk blues artist. This is Barry Sides, Broken Hearts, Broken Strings. So yeah, just folk bluesy kind of stuff. Pretty good. See him at the Florida Folk Festival every year. Oingo Boingo's Dead Man's Party. Classic. Cat Stevens, Tea for the Tillerman. Another Moody Blues from the Rock 104 collection. This is In Search of the Lost Chord. Another great album from them. An Oingo Boingo album that I had never seen before. This is called Dark at the End of the Tunnel. I don't know anything about that one. Wasn't going to leave that one behind. Another sort of CD compilation here, maybe an in-store kind of thing. The Album Network Tune-Up number 52. Bad Company, Eric Clapton, ELO, Iggy Pop, Dred Zeppelin, Slaughter, Devo, a bunch of other artists that I'm not familiar with. So, yeah, just fun listen time kind of thing. Government Mule, Dose. Another one from the Rock 104 catalog, The Doors, Strange Days. James Cotton Blues Band, 35th Anniversary Jam. Some good blues there. That's on Telarc. John Lennon's Starting Over. Here's a sort of sampler compilation kind of thing for Donovan. Try for the Sun, The Journey of Donovan. Kind of interesting. Nice reissue of Paul Simon's Graceland with some bonus tracks on it as well, so that'll be fun to hear. Of course, I've heard Graceland before, but haven't heard the bonus tracks. Another one from the Rock 104 compilation, and since I live in Gainesville, Florida, and Tom Petty is from Gainesville, Florida, this is kind of an extra special one, but Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with Let Me Up, I've Had Enough. Classic Talking Heads 77. We got the Chambers Brothers Greatest Hits. I do like some Chambers Brothers. Another one from Oingo Boingo that I had never seen before. This is Oingo Boingo, Nothing to Fear. It's like 1987 is the year on that one. We got Garbage with Beautiful Garbage. The Smiths singles. So some single releases there. Really good one here. David Crosby, If I Could Only Remember My Name. Do have this on vinyl. Love it. Just awesome album. One of those albums that you learn about in the VC, but it's not popularly known. But yeah, good stuff. Go West, Bangs and Crashes. Looks like that's a import copy of this. Made in the UK. Jimmy Somerville, Root Beer. Sinead O'Connor's Faith and Courage. And Johnny Cash, Ultimate Gospel. So Johnny Cash doing gospel songs. That'll be pretty good. Troye Sivan with Wild. I do like Troye Sivan quite a bit. Les Dudek, Deeper Shade of Blue. This is Les Dudek's 90... when did this come out? 94 was the year on this. So in a recent Vinyl Survivor video, I showed the first 4 Les Dudek albums, and then he took a hiatus as far as recording until I believe this came out. This was his next release after those. So I think the last one was in 81. So from 81 to 94, didn't have much output, but this is sort of him making a comeback. And then, as I said in that episode, we saw him play at the Florida Folk Festival a couple years back. So I'll enjoy listening to this and checking it out. And probably will lead to not keeping it as well as I did not keep the vinyl either. But it was fun to sort of explore his discography, and it was cool to find this sort of later release from him. I got another later one here. This is a late one from Deep Purple titled Abandon. Another one from Green Day here, American Idiot, gold stamp promo copy. Do already have that, but I figured the promo copy could be kind of cool to have. This looks like some hip-hop here. Not sure. I'm not familiar with this artist, Nemesis, The People Want Bass. Yeah, 95 on Profile Records, so it's probably going to be hip-hop, but I don't know where they're from or what the style is. Poe, Hello. This is definitely hip-hop. This is the Source Hip Hop Hits, a compilation of the Source magazine made. Mid-90s, I think. 97. Remember where that came out, but I never actually bought it. 5 Seconds of Summer, sounds good, feels good, with a sort of a slip cover. Yeah, I'm not that big on this kind of pop music, but I'll check it out when I can pick them up in a thrift store for 50 cents or so. Here's one from the group Amberlin, Dark is the Way, Light is a Place. And another one from Amberlin, this is Vital. I got one here from Tony, House of Music is the title of it. Yeah, later one from them that I did not remember this ever coming out, kind of after they were a well-known group, or after they sort of faded away, so it'll be an interesting listen to check out. J-Som, Everybody Works. Here is a dual disc Joe Perry, self-titled. Dual disc was this format that only was around for about 18 months, that had a CD on one side and a DVD on the other, so you could have, videos and bonus things that were an artist could put on an album. I was really hopeful it would last because it was a really interesting concept. You didn't have to have a special player other than a DVD player. At the time, maybe a lot of people still didn't have a DVD player. And I think a lot of people got confused by which side to play and stuff. But I thought it was a really interesting concept, and it allowed for higher resolution sound because on the DVD side they could also put music on there, so it would be DVD quality sound instead of CD quality sound, which is DVDs have a higher bit rate. And but yeah, just didn't work out. But I do collect the dual disc format, so anytime I see anything, whether it's an artist I like or not, I grab them. Okay, so the rest of these are all either DVD audio or SACDs, it looks like. A lot of classical stuff. I found these at the Ocala Humane Society thrift store. This first one here is Chanticleer with Magnificent. This is a DVD audio disc. They come in sort of these larger jewel cases. That was a neat find. Beethoven Symphonies Number 1 and 2, DVD audio. And then here's SACD of Concord Jazz, Concord Jazz sampler, Taj Mahal, Cal Tjader, Tito Puente, Charlie Bird Trio. Bunch of stuff here on SACD, so that'll be fun to listen to. SACD of Muscorghi's Pictures at an Exhibition. Muscorghi, good stuff. Dvorak Dances. This is an SACD as well. Some Mercury Living Presence stuff, which I do like them on vinyl, and it's cool to have some SACD versions as well. Janos Starker, Dvorak Cello Concerto in B minor. And another Mercury Living Presence SACD, Balalaika Favorites. And last but not least, Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture and SACD. So lots of cool pickups this month, all thrift store finds, all really good value stuff. Thank you for watching. Leave me any comments you have down below on any of these that you enjoy or like or would like to know more about. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, great night, and remember, there is no bad music, only music you don't like. See you again next time. Cheers.